You know what I'm saying? I
Brother
did go like,
Shaka,
oh, yeah.
let me say this before I go. You are one of the most dangerous brothers in our community. Why? Because he has been listening for a long time, and when you say something, he's going to say, "Wait, but you said this on this day. Here's the video."
And he's going to have the
He is
documentation.
one of the most dangerous brothers in our community. And so I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited that Soneta's audience now knows about you. He was talking to me about Shaka. I thought he was talking about Shaka almost for a second. Because Soneta love him some Shaka Ma'at forever. So I'm just honored that now we have a more global. I know Rob Moore was kind of making a joke, but he was also making a comment. The reality is that this internet is going to allow Africans all over the world to connect on our interest, and that is powerful. That is powerful.
Yes.
I'm honored to be on. I promise I will communicate with you. I'm watching your shows ardently, Shaka. So whenever you would like me to come and chat with you privately or publicly, please let me know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Dangerous Kemetic People. Some things you have to see to believe it, hear it to believe it. Let me check the sound quality first of all. Sounds good on my end. So this morning I was scrolling through some live streaming on TikTok, and you're just going to listen to what was said. Some people label Kemetic people as dangerous, but you're going to hear those same people labeling Kemetic people as dangerous, not criticizing, not condemning killers. Kemetic people you will hear are not only labeled dangerous, but labeled very dangerous. But the people who go and invade a country, cut arms, cut legs, and kill people, they are not criticized. So let's go. Oh, who's in the place to be? Darren Williams is in the place to be. Let me get the fair use disclaimer. It's a good thing. I almost forgot. Let me get the fair use disclaimer out of the way. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. VBen is in the place to be. Now, all those on TikTok, feel free to join me directly on the YouTube channel so you can participate in the chat over there, because there's a lot of messages that I would not be able to, keep track on TikTok. Okay, so my channel is my app forever, just like it says at the top, and I will share the link if some people want to get on the panel as well. So let's go now.
Asad bul ma fi jaay ay affaire Asad
Asal, yaa ma bëgg a dóor si
am na
gémmiñ
ko
de
egg
du
si
ma
fii
nangu
de
de.
am na ko fi dugga si de xaare ñu nuyu gan bi fi dugga si hello.
Allô?
Oui, bonjour.
Yes.
Est-ce que vous parlez français ou do you speak English?
Yes,
No, yes, I speak
You can
English,
speak
but I
English?
don't speak
So pull
French.
a bike on man ngeen déglu ñu si. Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you all. I was just scrolling through the live streams and I seen Hotep and I deal a lot with ancient Egypt. So out of curiosity, I wanted to listen. Is it Wolof that you're speaking?
Yes,
Yes,
we are speaking
Okay.
Wolof.
Okay, I just know Nongadef. That's all. Okay.
May we know
Where-
where are you from? Where are you
where-
from?
I live in France. My parents are from Haiti.
Okay.
Ah, okay. So are you from Hotep? Are you a Kemet?
Well, I used to call myself Kemetic, but lately there's so many people who claim to be Kemetic and they are a bit foul. So I try to avoid using that term. But I deal a lot with ancient Egypt, with Ma'at Kemet. I know the hieroglyphic. I teach the hieroglyphic. So if you have any questions, feel free. Are you actually criticizing, people who are to Kemet?
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
really
don't criticize,
criticizing,
but I was
but
asking a question whether the Kemet used to pray. This is my question.
Mm-hmm. They had
pray 5
temples,
times a day.
and not to my knowledge, but they had temples. They had different, systems when it comes to priests. They had different levels. So they had many temples where they used to pray, but most likely people used to pray at their home as well. You had the average people and then you had the priests. So,
But according to the Quran, when you are using temple, it's like devilism. You shouldn't, was it a non-living thing? If I'm right.
Well, the thing is that the thing is that you say according to the Quran, so you have that belief. But in the world, you have people who don't believe in the Quran. They can be Buddhists, they can be Hindus, right? So if you consider that people who don't have the same religion as you, they are bad, then there's nothing I can do for that. But in this world, there's many people who don't believe in Allah, they don't believe in the Quran, they don't believe in Jesus. You have some people who are
it's existing, I know. Yeah.
Yes, so and we have to try to coexist. And if people want to criticize Kemetic people, they have the right to. But feel free if you have any other questions.
Yeah, what I'm trying to
not,
say. Okay,
okay. No, what PJ?
Yeah,
we
what
are
I'm
not
trying to
criticizing
say.
them. We just, I was just making a joke because they are also our Gambian people. We have them in our Gambian society now. We have those Kemet people in our society. So sometimes we talk about it here. 2 weeks ago, we was talking about it here. So today, this Asan was here and one of their member was greeting and saying, Hotep, Hotep. So I was saying, Asan, your people are greeting you. That is what I was saying. But we are not criticizing them. Me, I don't criticize. I don't criticize no one.
But I don't mind.
I believe in what I believe, but I don't criticize people. I'm not like that.
But I don't mind.
I'm a Muslim.
Yes.
I'm a Muslim, but I'm a
practicing Muslim. Yeah.
Safi. I'm a Safi. Like I'm a Murid.
Oh, I understand. You follow Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba. Okay.
Exactly. So people also don't. Some Muslims criticize us too.
Yes, indeed.
And you can't criticize us because that is also our belief. So that's why I don't criticize people. If I see Kemet or whatever you are, I don't criticize people. Criticize people religion or whatever you believe in.
Yeah.
But really, if there was a case, I mean, if anybody criticizes, it's allowed to criticize something. So what's good is to have the dialogue, because what's happening lately, it goes on a lot on TikTok, but also on YouTube. Many people criticize Kemetic individuals, but mainly it's because they don't share the same religion, Because, for example, yesterday there's a brother, he's from Mali, and he grew up in a Muslim family. And he was then Kemetic, as he was like in his 20s for like 10 years. And recently he got back to Islam. And yesterday he went live and he criticized Kemetic people. He almost praised a slave trader called Tipu Tip, and he basically labeled traditional African tradition as, the SHIT word. And that surprised me. So I answered, because he actually talked about the slave trade, the sub-Saharan slave trade, the practiced by the Arabs and Muslims, which lasted for 1400 years. And he said this is false. So it's surprising to me that when people talk about some historical fact, then they are just being attacked, because it wasn't just a transatlantic slave trade, practiced by the European Christians slash Catholics. You also have Muslims who enslave Africans, for longer, and it still goes on today in some countries. But that the Muslims don't talk about it much because of the religious solidarity. But through dialogue, we have to coexist. And I think that through dialogue, we can try to, appease things, because I am aware that some Kemetic people do criticize Abrahamic believers very harshly. And I wish they would not do it, because it doesn't really help.
Yeah, Matt Forever. I
Yes.
heard you saying that the Kemet people, they worship some like temples or this. Yeah. So to my own knowledge, like something that is been creative by a human being, you already create that. How could you worship that thing? What is create with man-made? Man-made thing. So man-made thing, how you can worship that as God? This is my question.
The Kaaba was created by humans, by men, you see, and people go to the Kaaba.
But the Kaaba, we don't worship the Kaaba.
Yeah,
the Kaaba is different.
You can say,
yeah, but the Kaaba, this is to make bring image.
Yeah,
but we don't worship the Kaaba. Kaaba is not in our house.
Yeah, I'm just trying to answer.
Yeah, if
Now,
you go to that direction, we'll be wrong. That's why
okay,
I'm
well,
trying to guide that area.
You can say I'm wrong. It's fine. I have no problem with that. But people go to the Kaaba, they turn around it, they kiss
No,
the
I
black
mean
stone.
Kaaba, because
All right.
I couldn't take that. Like the Kaaba is not, we say Kaaba is God.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
different. I
Okay,
said
yeah.
the temple you people catch as something that you worship, you talk to that and you confess to that, and that answers you. We don't say the Kaaba answers us.
Okay, well, check this out. Right, in the Quran, it talks about the people.
Then you will come with another thing that I could
no, but
able
it's okay. It's okay. In the Quran, it talks about the people of the book, right? The people of the Kitab. Now, the people of the book, I'm sure we all agree, they are the Christians
Who are the
and the
people
Jews.
of the book? What do you
The
mean?
Christians,
people of
the Christians, the Christians and the Jews. Correct? Correct?
Yeah, the Quran is trying to say it about believers and non-believers.
Yeah, but I'm just asking you now. PJ Mark,
Yeah,
in the Quran, when he talks about the people of the book, is he talking about the Christians and the Jews?
generally, mankind.
Okay, and we agree on that. Fine. Now, the Christians and the Jews, they have places of worship. Some people call them churches, synagogues, or temples, right? So the Quran acknowledges the people of the book, and they have places where they pray, built by men. So what do you say about the people of the book mentioned in the Quran then? Are you saying that they are wrong?
No, because they, like the Christian, they have church where they are going. Muslim have mosques. But as a man-made thing, what you can say temple, this is created by people. You cannot say even this is a holy place to worship.
A mosque is created by people as well, but people go to the mosque to worship, to pray.
It's built by people. It's
All
built.
right.
We say that this is a holy place
Okay.
to worship. But this is a temple.
So you have no problem with the church or the synagogue and with the mosque,
the
but
church,
you have a problem with
like,
the temple. That's
they
what you're
believe
saying.
in the church because Christian was even existing before Islam. I know this.
Okay, so basically Jesus went to the synagogue, right, to pray. It's no problem. But if people have a temple and they pray in the temple, it's a
even
problem.
in the Old Testament, I don't know whether you know it. Even praying is indicated there. If you read the Bible very good.
Okay, so you have no problem with that then?
Yeah, of course, because Muslim praying is indicated in the Christian Old Testament. Do you agree in that?
Yes, but my thing is this. So you have a problem with people who are not Christian and Muslim who pray.
Now, Chocho Messenia wrote the Kemetic, black people don't have the word God or God or God. Such words originate from Sumerian and Babylonian, where the Judaic religion originates. Dr. Rikeriaman explained this. Now, the Kemetic had the word God and gods, right? Necher, necheru. All right. So when we translate, that's what we have in English. Feel free to participate in the chat. Whether you agree or disagree with me is fine. Let's continue.
In the temple, but the Christians and Muslims who play in the temple or mosque or synagogue, then it's no problem. I just don't understand. It's like a double standard.
Let me come 1 minute. I come. Yeah.
May I ask where you are located? I live in France. I also lived in England for a while. May I ask where you are all located? Are you all in Senegal right now?
No, me, I'm in Austria. He's
Austria.
in
Wow.
yes, in Austria.
Wow.
And Asan wahulode. Asan is in Germany and PJ fan nga nekk Deutschland, Germany. PJ, I think PJ also is in Deutschland, in Germany.
Okay.
Me,
Guten
I'm
Tag.
in
That's all I
Austria.
know. Okay. It's the first time I speak with
Yeah,
somebody from Austria.
Good morning. Good morning. But do you know why? Because you are saying Senegal, you people are speaking Wolof. Do you know people from Senegal or you?
Yes, there are so many in France. So I grew up
Yes,
among
yes.
people from Senegal, from Mali. I mean, all different places. You know.
Because Haiti speak French.
In Haiti,
Is
they
Haiti-
speak Haiti. They speak
Haiti?
Haitian Creole, but there's many people who speak French as well because it was, once.
Oh, sorry, sister. I'm not kuma bugona dugal. Bala manga cancel ko. Dama ko hecha balal ma sister nga cancel ko. Amna kuma bugona jël. Amna ku send on request. Sorry, ki send on request sanga mun nga send out request please ma jël la. Su fekkee ne am ngeen lu ngeen buga laajte broda bii nii. So BJ wahalak brother Bini, because I think our brother from Haiti, maybe our people don't know much about this, what you are talking about. Ñaan naa leen rek te bu leen ma bindal olof yi. Allo, yéen a ma dégga? Hello, guys.
Hello, I don't really know who you were talking to because you were speaking Wolof, so I didn't really know.
I was. So Asan, wahalak sa mbokki Kemet bii nii moom foog naa Kemet la. Mu ne waa dëkk la.
Well, I don't call myself that. Yeah, I used to a long time ago. Once again, because many so-called Kemetic people, they cannot even read the name Amun, for example, which is one of the main gods. They cannot read Ma'ad. They cannot read Hot.
Now, Church of Messiah wrote, yes, I understand the translation. They had Netched, Netcher, Nedger, correct. Those are attested. Where are the words God, God, God's attested? Well, you wrote that the word God and the word gods, the plural, originate from Sumerian and Babylonian. Can you show me where God and gods is attested in Sumerian and Babylonian? But it's okay, you can take it wherever you want. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to disagree. It's all good. Let's continue.
They don't really know the culture. They just claim it to look good. Like Pan-Africans, for example. Many people claim they are Pan-Africans. They don't even belong to a Pan-African organization. But to make the long story short, I do deal with the culture, the language, the hieroglyphic, so I'm very interested, So if you have any questions, feel free. I actually have a YouTube channel, yeah, I have a YouTube channel.
For example, mboka bi ki yifi Kemet la mo promote. Ki ak sa mbokk yi soose yooyu noonu ak ñoo bokk groupe. So amee loo ko lecce. Okay. Okay, invite ma waa Kemet. Yow invite guy. Invite sa mbokk yi. Invite leen yow. So mu ne soo amee looy lecce Asan waxal ak moom kon yow kay yow da nga dégg angale ñëwal ak sa angale yi rek nga waxaa moom please.
Man ci sa kay di la nekk ni yow.
Fan?
Yeah, I'm back again. Yeah.
Okay.
So now, Matt forever. I don't know. Matt forever.
Yes.
Yeah. Because Matt forever, I would like you to convince me. I want you to convince me why a person should worship a temple. Was this world created by temple, or was this human beings are created by temple,
Now,
or human beings.
I'm sorry. I apologize, but I think there's a misunderstanding. I never said that Kemetic people worship temples. So if that's what you believe, then that's
Yeah,
incorrect.
but I heard about that with my ears. If somebody with the comment people, I think I could get a witness here. You said that. It's not an accuse. You said that.
No, I never said they worship temples. I think there's a misunderstanding. They will worship in temples.
So now what I want to know, like their religion, how they do their worshiping. This I want to know.
Well,
they don't believe in anything. These people say they don't believe in anything. I think they believe in.
So there is no existing God. Oh?
They believed in gods like in many other places around the world. You see, so
yeah, like God like a places.
No.
They believe in God or places.
Who told you that God is a place? Who told you that?
Yeah, you said God like the other places. That's what you said now.
No, I never said that.
Any other people, like any other Muslims or Christian, maybe that is what he is. Yeah.
No, I think there's a misunderstanding. No, a place is not a God. Yeah. You see?
Yeah, but as what you said now, that's why through your expression. Okay, now you can.
Okay, Chocho Messenia wrote page 79 of the source I gave. I don't think you gave the name of a book. You gave the name of author, right? So feel free to tell us the word God and gods attested in Sumerian and Babylonian. You know, to me that's unlikely. Those are not Sumerian words. Those are not Babylonian words, right? You know, but let's continue.
I leave the floor for you. Yeah.
Okay, please.
Love my frozen the place to be.
So for example, I have a video called Introduction to Kemet. Well, actually.
Oh, okay. Chocho Masenia wrote that he gave the link. It doesn't work. If you refresh the page, you will see that your message with the link is no longer there. I'm the only one who can share links in the chat. So, you know. But Chocho Masenia, are you saying that the word God and gods exist in the Sumerian and Babylonian language? Vibenet wrote, you should ask him, Shaka. This is a conversation that, you know, took place this morning, so I cannot ask him anything now. But I guess he meant to write, you should have asked him. If anything, Kemet reminds him of Abrahamic religion. But you're going to hear the convo. The main thing is that you will hear that this guy will make excuses for killers.
It's now called Kemet Ma'at on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel, and it's less than an hour long. So it talks about, you know, ancient Egypt, but they had different gods. So they had believing in gods, and one of the main thing that ruled or that people of ancient Egypt used to go by is called Ma'at, which is translated as truth. And some people translate this as rule as justice. So basically, you had to live good, otherwise, then you will not go into the afterlife, you know. And that's why we have that scene from the Papyrus of Ani in the British Museum, and it talks about, you know, I have not done this, I have not done that. And actually, in the Bible, we have the 10 Commandments. It's very similar, you know, but it was written before the 10 Commandments. When the 10 Commandments, it doesn't say I have not done. It said thou shalt not do, you know, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, and so on. And we have an image, the heart is being weighed against the feather of Ma'at. And if the person is not Ma'acheru, which means true of voice, then his heart will be devoured. But basically, this is symbolic. You know, they knew they had to live good, otherwise they will not reach the afterlife. And indeed, there's the civilization of Kemet lasted for at least 3,000 years, and we have a lot of writing from the time when those people were living. And we know that they basically lived great. They had neighbors. They will, you know, help their neighbors, send them money, send them gold, like the Amana letters. So the society lasted for a long time. And we have the Great Pyramids in the Giza Plateau, which shows that they were very advanced in terms of science. But the reason why people criticize Kemetic people or ancient Egypt is because of the Exodus story, which is not historical. There is no record that mentions Moses during his lifetime. There's no record that mentions the Exodus story, the Hebrews being enslaved in Egypt, and then they fled, and the Pharaoh and his army died in the water. this is not attested historically. That's the number one reason why people criticize Kemetic people, because in the Bible it talks about those Hebrews who were enslaved. In the Quran it talks also about that. In the Quran, you know, Pharaoh is named Fir'an, but Pharaoh is not a name, it's a title. It's like me saying keep king, you see. So yeah, feel free if you have any questions.
This AI tool will take your idea and create a complete book, complete with design, images.
Okay, let's go. Skip the ad. It's going to take probably a couple of seconds.
Yeah. Okay, Assad. Okay. Yeah. Okay. McFlow, what I want to ask is, like, the Kemet, you know, we the Muslim people, we have in a book what we believe called the Quran, and Christian people have a book that is called the Bible. So did the Kemet people have something that they are using to worship, like book?
Yes, there's plenty of writing in temples. There's also papyri, which is plural of papyrus. So
these are man-made written books, or they get a holy book that they are worshiping?
And anything that's written is made by man, you see. So if somebody,
but according to us, the Quran is not made by man.
Yeah, but that's a belief.
Now, Chocho Messina wrote the title of the book, and he also gave the author. So, in the beginning, creation stories from around the world by Virginia Hamilton, Barry Moser. All right, okay. So, so you're maintaining that in this book it says that the word God, G-O-D, and the plural gods, G-O-D-S, comes from Sumerian and Babylonia. Is that what you're maintaining?
Tell you how it comes and how we receive the Quran, and up to date how we are into this Quran.
Yeah. Well, that's a belief, but believing is not knowing. You see, because for example, we have the Hadith that talks about some Quranic verses that were later abrogated or canceled. You know, so you mean to tell me that your God wrote some verses and then he canceled those verses? You see?
No, don't get me wrong. Allow me to learn what I'm trying to explain. Maybe you don't get me right, because our Quran was written by Muhammad. It was received. Muhammad received this through Jibril in a cave.
Yeah, I know the story, but do you deny that in the Hadith it talks about some verses of the Quran that were abrogated? Do you deny that?
I deny that, because the Quran I know and the Quran we are worshipping, since the Quran was delivered to Muhammad, there is no error or a mistake that somebody come across with.
No, I'm not talking about mistakes or error. I'm talking about some Quranic verses that were taken out. You know Sahih Bukhari, right?
You know, there is no different.
You know Sahih Bukhari, right? You know Sahih Bukhari, right?
Yeah, we know Sahih Bukhari.
Okay, so in Sahih Bukhari,
these are the scholars. They are not even prophets.
They are not prophets, but you know there are many things that the Muslims follow. It's not in the Quran, but it's in the Hadith. Right?
Of course, Muslim never will follow, a real Muslim will never follow something that is apart from the Quran and the Sunnah.
No, you're lying, brother. No, you're lying. There's many things that Muslims follow that's not in the Quran.
It's the truth, brother. What I'm telling you,
is the Shahada in the Quran?
There is no true Muslim.
Is the Shahada in the Quran?
There is no true Muslim who is following another thing apart from the Quran and the Sunnah.
No, you're lying. Muslims follow the Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. Okay, is the Shahada in the Quran? Is the Shahada in the Quran?
Is the Shahada is in the Quran?
The Shahada. You understand Shahada, right?
I know the Shahada. You cannot be a Muslim without the Shahada.
Okay, fine. You said you cannot be a Muslim without the Shahada. Now my question to you, is the Shahada in the Quran?
Everything is narrated.
No, my question to you, the Shahada.
Everything is narrated. The Quran comes for completion.
No, but check this out. You see, you're running from the question right now.
No, I'm not running from the question.
Okay. So please tell me. Tell me.
You cannot even recite the Salat or start it without the Shahada.
Okay, fine. So you said you cannot be a Muslim without the Shahada. Now, in which passage in the Quran, which verse, which surah, which ayah, which chapter, which verse do we have the Shahada in the Quran? Can you tell me?
No, if you come like that surah, or not to my knowledge, but I know that the Sahara is what you said before you become a Muslim.
Exactly, but you see my
And
point,
even
and
in
I'm not
prayer
attacking
style,
you. I'm not attacking you. I'm just
even like Adam, like calling for prayers. At the conclusion, people even say it.
And see, I hope you understand. I'm not attacking you. I'm just
No,
proving
it's
to
not
you.
attacking.
Yeah,
I'm
yes,
just having a
I'm
nice
just
conversation
yeah,
with you. It's
and I
about
love the
exchanging
conversation
knowledge.
as well. But
Because
you see,
my religion even is indicated there. If you are even talking to somebody, if the person start to get angry, it's even better for you to leave the person in peace, because it doesn't make sense again
yes,
to force somebody.
but what I'm trying to say is, I just proved to you that Muslims follow things that are not in the Quran. The Shahada is not in the Quran.
If
It's
you
in the
say
Hadith.
Muslim, Muslim and the Deen is different. A Muslim is a person.
No,
Do you understand? Like me talking to you, I tell you I'm a Muslim, and at the next minute you see me in a bar. That doesn't mean.
But check this out. Check this out.
No, hear me out.
No, because now you're changing the subject, but you're free to talk about anything you
I
want.
just want to clear this point for you.
No, but
because
I just proved to you.
many Muslims,
no, but hold on.
some people are fanatics Muslims.
Yeah, but I know what the Deen is. Deen is translated as religion in English, right? So some people will say it's the way.
Like,
but
you
hold on. I just.
that I'm a Muslim, and even you are not. I'm a practicing Muslim.
Yeah.
Fine.
But I just proved to you that the Shahada is not in the Quran. So please don't say that the Muslims only follow what's in the Quran. We don't know about the life of Muhammad in the Quran. You don't hear me good.
I said the Quran and the Sunnah. That's what we base.
Okay, fine. And the Sunnah, we find it in the Hadith.
Why
like Sahih Bukhari.
Who is the Sunnah? The
Quran and the Sunnah is not a person. The Sunnah is not a person.
Now, this dude, he says he's a Muslim. I believe he is. He asks, who is the Sunnah? And yes, he is kind of arrogant, but a lot of Abrahamic believers, they feel superior than non-Abrahamic believers, right? So sometimes he's trying to kick knowledge, and I let him know that I know, right? By the way I pronounce Sahih Bukhari, right? By him asking him which verse, which chapter, I tell him which surah, which ayah. But some people, they have some idea of Kemetic people, right? Some individuals, they have certain idea of Kemetic people, right? And he's in here trying to kick knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And it sounds funny to me, but anyway, let's continue.
The Sunnah, yeah, why we are following the Sunnah then?
Because this is the narration about what Muhammad did and said, and his companions as well.
And we are believing is our first and last prophet. That's why I tell you. Quran and the Sunnah.
Definitely, I agree with you.
Yeah, so that's why
good morning, guys.
Okay, good morning.
Hello, Reality. How are you?
Hotep, Ma'at.
Hotep.
Yeah, what you are talking about. The guy is saying Sunnah, but I think he didn't understand, Sunnah is like Hadith, because you can only have Sunnah with the narration of the Hadith. So I think that he is misunderstanding, but I'm listening to you guys.
Yeah, but Reality, Reality, thank you for saying that, because I was telling him that we have some hadith that talks about some Quranic verses that were abrogated or cancelled, and we have that in Sahih Bukhari.
Exactly.
He doesn't know about that, you see. And then when I tell him that, then
that's
he started
the problem with our people, I'm also Kemet, so. But what I want to tell you that, because I heard you, but now you don't call yourself a Kemet because of what other peoples do. I want to say one thing about that, because in every society or every...
Okay, Reality. Good, you are a Kemet.
Okay, I will not practice the thing that they are doing, so that's normal for me. I'm a Kemet, but I don't rely my Kemet on what other people do and don't do,
Yeah,
so
Reality.
that's what
I
want to tell
ask, are you born as a Kemet or you became to be a Kemet?
No, I was not born that.
I just want a direct answer. Were you born as a Kemet or you became a Kemet?
Who are you asking?
You know what's funny? You heard, and you're gonna hear the exchange with the other person called Reality, and he just said I just want a direct answer. But how many times I asked him clear, simple questions, he never gave me a direct answer. But it's all good, I know to sleep over it. I love Marfa wrote, excuse me, so you need hadith to validate Quran. I don't know if we can say it like that, but there are many things that Muslims practice, and it's not in the Quran, it is in the Hadith, right? So, this guy, he tried to freestyle, but anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, with the translation of Kemet, I will say I was born as a Kemet.
Was your parents Kemet before?
Even you are a Kemet,
Nine, I cannot be a Kemet. Astaghfirullah for this.
Yeah, because the translation of Kemet
I don't want you to dive my question. I want direct question.
No.
If you want us to the conversation goes further, I want direct question. A or B.
Yeah, let's clarify this.
Let's
when
not
you
just
say
hit around the bush.
No, I'm not keeping around the bush.
So what I want to ask: were your parents born as Kemet?
You have to listen to me. When you say the time I was born,
no,
am I doing Kemet spirituality? No, I'm not doing Kemet spirituality.
No, I don't ask spirituality. I didn't even exist to spirituality.
But Kemet,
I stopped.
Yeah, Kemet is not a religion. That's what you have to understand. There is a religion in Kemet.
Kemet
is not a religion.
It's not a religion. Then what is then?
No. Kemet is a civilization, and in this civilization, you have a religion, a spirituality in it.
And civilization. Then why Kemet can be a religion then? If you said it's a civilization. This is
a civilization, and in every civilization, they have their own way of life, including religion, my brother.
No, what I'm trying to clear the people out. Don't confuse people. What I want to ask.
I'm not confusing anybody.
Yeah, you are confusing people. Let's get back. Let's get back to the point.
Did you understand what civilization is?
Before we go further, let's just get back to the point. You said Kemet is not a religion.
Yeah.
It's an accuse, I said, or you said it?
I said Kemet is not a religion.
If I hear you good.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, which religion did you believe in?
Right now.
No. We are talking right now. We are on live. When it's not right now, then
no. If you are asking me right now, I don't believe in any religion because I know all religions are mythologies, like the ancient Egyptians and the Babylonians. Or everybody have a mythology to write, So it doesn't mean that there is a God who contact directly with human being, to tell him that he is God, There is no proof about it, It's all mythology, Maybe you should try outside that word,
I would like to just bring a little bit of clarity. Now, Kemet is the original name of ancient Egypt, and it is written in the glyphs.
Exactly.
It is attested, you see. Now, some people, what do you say, Stafula? PJ Mark?
Yeah, because I am a bit shocked because he said he don't believe in any religion.
Yeah, and that's why you say Astaghfirullah.
Yeah, that is his own opinion, but for me, I will say Astaghfirullah is something heavy for me.
Okay.
I have right to say Astaghfirullah or not. But I have the right to say Astaghfirullah. Am I right?
I didn't say that it is not proven.
No, I didn't say you don't have the right to. But reality, check this out. Reality, he has a right to believe.
Clarify that, yeah.
Yeah, but I have my own right to say Astaghfirullah.
No, but PJ Mark, I never said you don't have the right to say it. I was.
None of my fro. In the morning, I do my abs and I scroll through, TikTok, and I think I'm gonna be pulling up on more, live streams on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Just wondering why you said that.
You people commenting about my Astaghfirullah.
No,
I
never said you don't have the right to say it. When I just explained the meaning of Kemet, that it means it's the original name of ancient Egypt. After that, you said Astaghfirullah. That's the reason why I asked you said it. But of course, I have the right to say
what he said was too much for me. Yeah.
Well, I understand, but reality.
Alpha Gassama wrote, "Blackness is benediction. Blackness more than a religion."
Reality.
I wouldn't say blackness is benediction, because we have some black people who think that just because they have black skin, or just because they are of African descent, and it makes them kind of superior or something like that. And that's why you have a lot of Pan-Africans also. They are messed up. They're different rapists, they're different child molesters, they're different terrorists, they're different scammers. You know what I'm saying? But now we've been about a year. I'm gonna do the same thing. Shaka, thank you for the idea.
If you don't believe in PJ Masks' religion, you don't need to tell him that it's like you don't believe in it.
No, I don't
fine.
say my religion. He said he don't believe in anything. Like he
Okay.
created himself even.
Okay, but some people are atheists.
I didn't say I created myself, bro.
But you don't believe in anything. Maybe you was just sleeping.
Okay. Wait. Check this out. PJ Mark, you believe in the Exodus story, do you?
I believe in Allah, and I believe in the Quran and the Sunnah.
You believe
and
in
I
Moses.
am practicing Muslim.
You believe
That's
that.
where I can stop.
Okay, PJ Mark, you believe that Moses existed, don't you?
I believe
Musa. You believe he existed, right?
I believe what my religion teach me, what I learned from the Quran.
And that's the guy who wanted a straight answer earlier. I'm just asking if he believes that Moses existed.
Quran and the Sunnah about him.
Okay, but you see, now you're running from the questions, because in the Quran
No,
it talks
I don't
about
run
Musa.
from the question. I am answering according to how they teach me and what I believe in.
Did you know Musa?
Okay, but check this out. Musa. Now, who was the Pharaoh when Musa lived? What's the name of the Pharaoh when Musa lived?
You was continuing. Let you continue with that conversation. I told you I believe in what I believe. He said he believed in what he believed.
No, but my question,
and
PJ
nobody
Mark,
can move me an inch.
PJ Mark, I'm not trying to move you an inch. Your religion,
believe me, where I
it's
stick
not
on,
about,
believe me,
it's not
I'm
about
still there like a rock.
removing someone from this thing. We are just discussing,
No,
yes.
Because the discussing doesn't go to my way.
Okay, so you fine. You have the right to
Nobody can convince me.
I'm not trying to convince you at all. I'm not trying to make you change your religion, but the religion that you believe in the Islam, and in the Quran we have the story of Musa, and he talks about a Pharaoh.
Because you are bringing story. We was talking about religion.
I'm talking about the Quran.
The topic is about what you said. Kemet is not a religion, and we are talking about religion. Now, which kind of religion he believe in?
Yeah, but
he said he don't believe in nothing. That's mean conversation is
you are running
closed.
from the Quran right now.
Right? Because I cannot.
You are running from the
for
Quran.
the debate, I cannot debate because he don't believe in nothing, and I believe in something.
Okay, but no. So basically, what you're saying, if somebody doesn't believe in God, you're not speaking to that person. Is that what you're saying?
No. Because I will not waste my energy for now. It's better I reserve my energy.
Okay, fine. So basically, what you're saying now is that
to reserve my energy.
you have the right to. So what you're telling us is, if somebody like reality doesn't believe in God, then you don't speak to that person. Is that correct?
No, we can speak, but we cannot argue, because I know what I believe in.
Yeah, but that's fine if we don't agree. We never agree on everything. Like, for example, you see PJ Mark. If somebody doesn't believe in one God, if he's not a monotheistic, like some people will say that a person who is not Muslim is a kafir, right? But some people will say, okay,
and that is true. That's how.
Okay, fine.
If you are not praying, even a Muslim, you are not praying.
Okay, all right.
Prayers.
Andrea Burnett isn't the place to be.
You cannot call yourself a Muslim. What is the difference of Christian and Muslim? Is praying.
Okay, fine. So PJ Marx is saying that if somebody is not a Muslim, then he is a kafir. Kafir, is that something positive or negative? If I call somebody a kafir?
Yeah, kafir, is something positive when somebody is acting in that way.
Hold on.
No
PJ Mark, I think you made a
than
mistake.
to call you a kafir.
I don't know if you came here before, Alpha Gassama. There are already many people who dislike non-Abrahamic believers, many people who dislike Kemetic people, right? Now, in the chat, you write, Islam is not it's a criminal organization created by the Abbasides dynasty. It's not a criminal organization, it's a religion. What are you trying to do? To have more people hating on us? And indeed, he wrote, my first time here. I mean, like, what's your purpose? For real. You're free to say and do whatever you want, but you're not helping out us. It's not a criminal organization. It's a religion. There's good and bad everywhere. There's good and bad among Muslims, Christians, Jews, atheists, Kemetics, Pan-Africans, Afrocentrics. There's good and bad everywhere. Anyway, let's continue.
Brother, you said kafir is something positive. I think you made a mistake, right?
No, it's not a mistake. That's how we call them. And okay. I have found that they are calling them that way, and I cannot change it.
So, for the record, that guy PJ Mark is I would say was playing games, but he's trying to act like kafir is not negative. But you're gonna hear the other people. Now, Church of Messiah wrote, there are no human sacrifices in Kemet, land of black people. Such exists in Abrahamic religions. The Kemetic black people make offerings to the nature. Well, actually, some Egyptologists will talk about some sacrifices. You know, it was not so prevalent. You know, but they're not sure to what extent it was. They're not sure if it was really human sacrifices, but I have some notes somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some other time we can take it further. Now, Alpha Gassama wrote, it's not religion. No, bro, you must know the story of Islam and Judaism. So Alpha Gassama is saying that Islam is not a religion. Okay, all right, okay. I don't know where you get that from, but you know, I disagree. And I'm not here to defend Islam or Judaism or Christianity. I'm non-Abrahamic, but they are religions. Islam, Christianity, Judaism, those are religion, you know.
Yet, and I have to call them that way too.
Okay, so if I call you a kafir, then that's positive. I'm saying something positive to you.
You could call me kafir when you feel like.
Yeah, I'm asking you, is it positive if I call you a kafir?
No, kafir is not an abuse. It's how they are.
Okay, so
they are categorized as kafir.
Okay, so PJ Mark is telling us he's a Muslim. He's telling us that kafir is something positive.
Muslim.
Okay, and you're saying that being a kafir is positive.
Kafir is not a positive word, please, man. You come from Gambia, we all know that kafir is not a positive.
It's negative. Kafir is negative.
What kind of nice name do you want them for me to call them then now? Can you give me an idea?
Yeah, but that's you're the first Muslim. PJ Mark, you're the first Muslim I ever heard say that kafir is positive.
Now give me another name which is more polite than kafir.
Okay, but you said it was positive, and now you're saying more polite.
Yeah, it's kafir. Positive, but he said no, it's not positive. We are from Gambia. Now, can I have another name? Can you tell me another name?
PJ Mark, you're from Senegal, are you?
No, I'm not from Senegal.
Okay, can you tell? Are you from the Gambia? Can you tell me where you're from?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I am born and raised in the Gambia.
Okay, so are you a Sunni Muslim, or are you Sufi, or are you Murid?
You don't hear me. You have to hear me good. Let me clear the air again. I said I'm a Muslim.
This guy is quite amazing, you know. I just asked him, are you a Sunni Muslim? And he says, you don't hear me good. And listen how many times I'm going to have to ask him that very simple question.
And I believe in the Quran and Sunnah. Either Baifal, Murid, or this, I don't against them. It's their opinion, but I'm not into that.
No, but brother, I'm asking you a very simple question.
Hey, I see, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it was in the chat actually. Pledge EC, you know, he was in the chat, you know. I recognize his profile picture. Felt like this, and that's on TikTok. In the chat on TikTok. Now, for those who are on TikTok, feel free to join us on my YouTube channel, and then I can put the comments on the screen. Okay, that's him. I mean, that's how his username is spelled. Let's continue.
Are you a Sunni Muslim?
Reply you very simple
question. Please answer yes or no. Are you a Sunni Muslim?
I am a Sunni. Don't you hear me? I said I believe in the Quran and Sunnah, and I'm practicing to become every day.
This is amazing. I'm just asking him if he's a Sunni Muslim, he cannot answer yes or no.
Yeah. I'm a Sunni Muslim.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, my dear. Sopulo, come on.
Okay, so sorry.
Hello, Sopulo.
My people, are you guys ready? You finish, my brother. Nakala tuda sa mom dem na wala. Ah, okay, dem mo ngi
No, I'm gonna PJ Mark mom do they buga answer question.
No, you have to answer because
he didn't try to be honest, you know.
Yeah, I'm really honest. I'm really honest.
No,
hanga mom kena mo fi nekka te mom tamit amul mbokam ñu ko wara support so yeen yeen ko japp hanga yeen da ngeen de
So right now they're speaking Wolof. I have no idea what they are saying, but let's continue.
Yeen da ngeen de manipulate nit yi lool moy sen problem. The Kemet people are very manipulative. Yes,
For the record, she spoke in English and she said the Kemet people are very manipulative, right?
I understand you guys are very manipulative.
He said, I understand you guys are very, very manipulative, right?
I'm not so manipulative. Manipulative. What is manipulative? Manipulative mooy ne loo xam ne nekkul dëgg nga lifin ko nga raxas ko xam nga pour mun nekk lu nice si kanam.
Why your reality?
But everything we said here, what the Mahat forever is telling you here, he is speaking through the fact that is written in the Quran, you know. So that's not manipulative. That's not.
Yes, Matt forever was asking questions. That was just questions.
Yeah, madam mune mom gomut religion. Mune Kemet religion. Mune ko wa diga.
I'm not right. Matt, you have your right.
Wow,
to believe whatever you want to believe in.
Legi mom man laaj ko yow legi ban religion nga gom mune mom gomul religion mané ko kon man ma yow duñ mëna dem foda.
I'm not right am gom lu ko ne.
So Pula, can I ask you a question?
Why not?
Ni ak ni. Why man dama ne la yalla amna.
Can I ask a question to So Pula?
Deglu len Matt. Yes, Matt.
Yes, hello.
Man dama ko wonne mané ko yalla amna. Mom mu ne gomut ne.
Matt tuti mo wax mané mu ngay buga wax.
Waaw.
PJ yow moom nekkal yow moom taxawal fu nga taxaw rek Matt.
Waaw man yàlla dafa am man xam naa ne yàlla am na ba pare man xam naa ne kenn si history musuñ ko bina mu ne moo create world bi moo defar asamaan moo lal suuf bi. benn bëgg musuñ ko fee bina
yow fi nga waxee sax dafa xóot pour ñoom soo fa waxee dañ laa ñëw indi laat yeneen.
waaw
bi nga waxee ne yéen seen lifin bi dañ ko non xam nga ñoom boppa lañ de doxee de. These people are very dangerous.
Now she said these people are very dangerous. I'm gonna go back a few seconds.
Bi dañ ko non xam nga ñoom boppa lañ de doxee de. These people are very dangerous.
man tam boppa laa leen laajte.
Déedéet xam nga ñun fiñ dee waxee ak ñoom fiñ dee waxee du dee nekk benn.
So Pulo
nit du mun a ñëw si ñun mun nañu ne yàlla am na without the
man tamit nit du mun a ñëw si kaw suuf bi nii rek yow depuis judduwuloo aduna mu ngi sanca ba yow nga ne yàlla amut.
Waaw
non wala na bi aduna ñun dañ ko fekk fii waaye ñun gisuñu yàlla
ma wax ak Matt bala leen ma wax ak Matt tuuti please.
Hello
Matt.
Yes, hello So Pula. Now So Pula, if I call you a kafir, is this something positive or negative?
Me?
Yes.
Like what? Kafir?
Yes, if I call you a kafir. No, hold on, PJ Mark. I'm asking So Pula. So Pula, if somebody calls you a kafir, is it something positive or negative?
Martha is asking what language you are speaking earlier. They were speaking Wolof. I don't speak Wolof. I just know the greeting Nangadev, that's all. So yeah, that's the language they were speaking. Now, some of them are from Senegal, some of them are from Gambia. Now, Gambia is a quote-unquote deadlock country. I think that's a proper term, deadlock country. Anyway, let's continue. Deadlock country, that's basically, like you have Senegal and you have Gambia here, Anyway, let's continue.
It is negative, very negative.
Okay. You heard that, PJ Mark? Because PJ Mark said that it is positive, right? So you said that
it's positive to somebody who is not a believer.
On TikTok, there's a Wax Sag Salat TV who's asking, ce sont des Sénégalais, bro. Alors, comme je disais, en fait, il y en a du Sénégal, il y en a de Gambie, mais En effet, il parlait Peul. Peul. Il avait écrit de l'Nipel, donc il parlait Wolof en fait. Donc je ne comprends pas le Wolof, je sais juste dire Nangalef, c'est tout. Mais bon, la plupart du dialogue se fait en anglais. Donc on continue. Alors en fait, certains ne comprennent pas l'anglais, mais la fille a dit These people are very dangerous. Donc ces gens-là sont très dangereux. Et je vais lui demander de qui elle parle. Et elle parle des Kémites. Et vous allez entendre qu'ils vont faire des excuses, ils vont défendre les tueurs. Donc les Kémites sont très dangereux. Mais ceux qui vont envahir le Mali, couper des jambes, couper des bras et tuer des gens, là vous allez entendre les excuses en fait. Alors, in the meantime, Chocho Masenya wrote point take it Ndugu. Last point God/God/Allah practice sacrifices. The Kemetic black people. Gods practice sacrifices? Kemetic black people practice offering libation to the nature. Nature is not God/gods. Two different cosmologies. Nature is God. Nature is God. Dua is thanks/praise. Père is house. Ankh is life. But it's okay. He will thanks for listening, Hotep. I'm always listening.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have
Maybe
any
for
other
you,
name.
maybe for
Now, if I say merci, that's thanks. If I say au revoir, that's goodbye. Anyway.
For you is positive, but for that person, it's a negative word. If you call people kafir, it's negative. For me, it's negative. You can't call me a kafir. If you call me a kafir, I will fight with you.
Okay, there we go. So I agree with you.
Somebody who is a non-believer and not believing in Allah or not believing in God. How should you call that person?
Okay, so Pula, if somebody is not a Muslim, is he a kafir?
There is a lot of religions in this world, not only Muslim. We have a lot of religions in this world.
But my question to you, Sopula, if someone is not a Muslim, is he a kafir, yes or no?
I'm not going to yes to comment. I don't know.
Yes.
But I think no. Because Muslims Christians are not kafir. A Christian kafir. Yes, I'm not you are yes. Then yes.
In the chat, they are answering yes. So all I'm just trying to just deal with is the fact that
I think three drama, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So if somebody is not a Muslim,
are they kafir? If somebody is not a Muslim, but there is me, Harlan. I think the Christians are Christians, the Buddhists and the other believers, maybe the non-believers are the kafirs.
Okay, fine. Okay, so
that is what I think.
Okay, so Pula,
because I don't think Christians are kafir, guys.
Okay, fine. So probably
Christians are kafir because they have their religion too. Christianity is a religion.
Yes, but Buddhism is a religion. Hinduism is a religion. So if somebody is a Buddhist and a Hindu, he is a kafir just because he doesn't have the same religion as you, right? But you just
I know. If you are not a Muslim, that doesn't make you a kafir because you have a religion. You have your own religion, like you are a Christian.
Okay.
Christians are not kafir, I think.
Fine. Now, you think you're not sure, but anyway, what's for sure is that for Muslims, someone who is not a Muslim or Christian or Jew, right? He is a kafir just because he doesn't have the same. Come again?
Who said that?
But you just said that, didn't you? Okay, let me ask you the question.
Okay, it is written somewhere in the Quran.
No, but I'm asking, you are a Muslim, are you?
It is written somewhere in the Quran.
Okay, so Pula, are you a Muslim?
I'm a Muslim.
Okay, so if somebody is a Hindu or a Buddhist, he believes in many gods, is he a kafir, yes or no?
Buddhists, I think they are not kafir. Maybe they are not Muslims, but they are not kafir. That is what I think. I
Okay,
don't know.
so Pula is telling us that okay, and a Hindu a Hindu, so Pula, a Hindu, they believe in many gods. So Pula, the Hindus, they believe in many gods, right? So if so, are they kafirs? Yes or no? Are they kufar?
I don't know them. I don't know the Hindus. I don't know the Buddhists. I just know them like this, but I don't know. I know the Christians. We are living with the Christians, and I know the Christians are not kafirs. They
worship cows. Huh? Am I right?
Come again?
You said Hindus. I think the Hindus are worshiping cows.
They have many gods. They have many gods. So are they kufar? Yes or
they
no?
have many gods, and this we will call them kafir because there is no many gods. We only know one god.
Okay, fine.
And there is no competing god.
Okay,
apart
fine.
from the god we are worshiping.
So just because somebody doesn't have the same belief as you, then you describe them.
I will call you a non-believer.
I would like to. Yes, wait, yeah, that's one thing. But you just said kafir, right? No, now the plural is supposed to be kufar, but we understand each other. So just because someone doesn't have the same belief as you, you describe the person with a negative word, right? And you have the right to, okay? But Sopula said those people are dangerous.
No, somebody who don't submit.
Yeah, but somebody who doesn't submit to your belief, right? So they are human beings. They can live good, do good, but just because they don't have the same belief as you, you
but who is making you to do good and be good?
No, but you're running from the point. But it's okay.
Is it your own will?
You know, we have already established how tolerant you are towards other people who don't believe the same as you. See, me,
don't get me wrong. Let me clear there. Let me tell you, I respect. I have Christian friends. Let me tell you, we do things to order. We do things together. This I mean, but if you don't believe in anything, I cannot move with you further for such conversation. Because you can't believe in your. I have this surah. I think you know it.
Can you marry a
Christian? Okay, so Pula, I would like so Pula.
Respect other religions. You may respect your religion.
No, but PJ Mark, you don't respect other religions. You don't respect the Hindus. You call them kafir.
I respect other religions.
You just said they are kafir, and you said it's negative. PJ Mark, you said it's negative. Kafir is negative, and you call them negative, so you don't respect them. If you call them something negative,
that's how they call them. According to my deen, there is no other name.
Okay, fine. Now, I hear you very well. You know, so
I don't have any other name apart from that.
Okay, fine. Now, Sopula, I just want to ask you. You said those people are very dangerous. Who are you talking about?
Which people? Which people are dangerous?
No, I'm asking you because you said those people are very dangerous. So I'm asking you, who are you talking about?
I did not say that.
Yeah,
no.
That is an accusation. Yeah.
Who said that?
Well, there was a female voice that said these people are very dangerous.
No,
right?
not me. Not me. No.
Maybe it was a devil. You don't even hear.
Okay. Let's
maybe it was somebody else. I thought it was you. I thought it was you. Greetings, everybody.
I did not say anything. No. I did not say anything. Guys, can you please allow?
It's okay. No, I just heard a female voice said these people are dangerous. So I thought it was you, but it was obviously not you.
Before,
so that's fine.
yes. Before it was me. I was saying this.
Oh, now it was you. Okay, first it's not you. Now it's you. Okay, fine.
No. I just remember now. Before,
okay.
No, I said that before, not now, not just right now.
Okay,
I said it.
Okay, thank you.
I used to say that. Matt, just moment. I used to say that. Even these brothers know that. I used to joke with them and telling them these Kemetic people are very dangerous. They are manipulative. These people are very, very dangerous because the way they calculate things and math and all those things. So I am afraid of them. I used to say this. I used to say Kemetic people are dangerous because if you listen to them, they may, you know what I mean. That's why I don't want to listen to Kemet.
Okay,
I used to say that. I used to say this. I say these people are dangerous because if you listen to them, maybe you will try to believe what they are saying. That's why I always say they are dangerous. Yes.
Okay.
Come in, brother.
Now, Sopula, that's what you used to say. But today, are you still saying that they are dangerous?
Yes. I said it before. I said it before.
Okay.
Kemets are dangerous. I used to say that they are dangerous, and you guys know it. You guys are dangerous. Because if people listen to you, it may bring some confusion. You know.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
But you see, so Pula, you see, Kemetic people or people who follow Kemet, they don't go in enslaving people, right? But we have Muslims who went to Mali. They cut hands and they cut legs, right?
Are they dangerous? Mean by dangerous? I don't mean dangerous? No. You know, listen. Maybe you don't understand what I mean, Matt.
That was
what
the
I mean
by dangerous is
the
Jahiliyyah period.
No. No, PJ Mark. That was modern time when they went to Mali and they cut hands and arms and legs. What are they dangerous?
Matt, you know what I'm saying about it? What I mean about dangerous is they may convince you. That is, I mean, if you are a Muslim, a believer like me, and you listen to Kemet, is dangerous. That is what I mean.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
Or they are killing people. Okay, no, the danger I mean is they may convince you.
Yes.
That is what the danger I am.
I understand, and I'm thanking you for clarifying that. Now my question to you.
That is what I mean.
Yes,
I don't mean they are dangerous. They are killing people or they are doing all those things. No.
Okay, fine. Now the Muslims who went to Mali and they started killing people, cutting arms, cutting legs. Are they dangerous? Those Muslim people who did that, are they dangerous?
Now she laughed, right? She said Kemetic people are dangerous. She actually said very dangerous. And when I asked her, those Muslims who went to Mali and killed people, cut arms and legs, she laughed. She rather laughed than, criticize them, right? So do you think she's the only one who think that way? You're gonna hear the other guy, PJ Mark or something like that. You're gonna hear what the excuses that he's gonna make, right? So, it's a dialogue. It is what it is. But, that's a sad reality. People who go and kill, cut arms and legs for a strange reason, they're not dangerous. But Kemetic people are very dangerous. And they don't go killing people, cutting arms and legs. Danny Williams wrote, no, she's not the only one. I agree. She's definitely not the only one.
Okay, our brother is here. Let's allow the other people.
Oh, you're running from the question. Okay, but
she's not running. She's not running.
Okay, no. Hold on, PJ Mark. I was asking her. Okay, now if you don't want to answer, I'm not going to force you. It's fine.
I am by her side,
Yeah. Okay.
If you don't understand her, let me make it clear.
No. PJ Mark, you don't need to speak for her. You're not her father, right? Okay, so Pulo, those Muslims who cut arms and legs in Mali a few years back, right? Not Jahiliyyah, just a few years back. Are those Muslim people dangerous? Yes or no?
They don't. I don't think they just go around cutting people arms like that.
No, so Pulo, first of all, there is no dangerous Muslim. We don't have dangerous Muslims.
That is
okay.
So PJ Mark said there's no dangerous Muslims. All right, okay. Okay, I heard. Right.
Okay.
That is self-defense.
Okay.
They are in danger.
Now,
they have the right to defend themselves.
Pulo is saying that the Muslims.
She said they have the right to defend themselves. Now, for those who don't know, just go on any search engine and type 2012. I don't know how many times an African country that's predominantly Muslims was invaded by Muslims who kill the Muslims, cut their arms and cut their legs. And that's what happened in 2012. Mali is like 99% Muslim. And some people invaded Mali, Muslims invaded Mali, right? Killed people, cut their arms and their legs, and you have pictures of people who are amputated. You have videos of people who are amputated. You have the testimony. It's on tape. It's on record. Not the time when they cut the arms and obviously they aren't gonna show that. But at the hospital, with the bandages, arm missing, leg missing, and V. Bennett wrote, I remember. But you're gonna hear more excuses.
Went to Mali and cut people's arms and legs. That was self-defense. That's amazing. And they kill people as well.
If they are in danger, They have the right to defend themselves.
They were not in danger. They invaded the country and they killed people.
Now, you understand why this is what I have as a thumbnail for this live stream. It is at the top. You have that dude ready to decapitate people, and you have the emoji and a thumbs up, and it says, "Peace, brother. It's necessary self-defense." Because you already heard they have the right to defend themselves, but you're gonna hear the word necessary soon. But at the bottom, you have some quote-unquote Kemetic people, and now you have the scared, frightened, panic-stricken emoji. They are very dangerous. You have to hear it to believe it.
About Mali, I didn't know nothing about that.
Okay, fine.
Really, I didn't know nothing about that. But if they are defending themselves, they are defending themselves. Because I see
they were not defending.
If they are defending themselves, they are defending themselves.
They attacked Mali and they cut hands and legs and kill people. It's on. You have the videos of people
just
with
like
their hands.
That. Just like that.
Exactly. Just like that. Just like that.
She don't know the reason, so she cannot give an answer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You will explain what was the reason.
Brown,
from there,
PJ Mark,
and give an answer.
you see, PJ Mark is just defending them just because they have the same religion as him.
Not defending. But how can you just say somebody answer and without knowing the
Okay. So PJ Mark,
story, you know?
PJ Mark, did you know that some Muslims went to Mali and killed people and cut their hands and their arms and their legs? Did you know that? Yes or no?
Not to my knowledge. And what was the reason?
Okay,
and how
the reason you can ask them, but the guy is on tape. The leader, he's dead now, but he's on tape, and he's saying that he just basically wants the whole place to be Islamized to a point, because Mali is 99% Muslim already, and it's similar to what's happened in Syria and other places, right? Or like we can see in Afghanistan. The people are already Muslims.
Well, I want to tell you, Matt, Muslim, the meaning of Muslim means peace.
Okay, no, Muslim doesn't mean peace at all. It doesn't mean peace at all.
Of course.
Right? No, it doesn't mean peace. No,
Islam is peace.
Okay. Now, I thought it meant submission, but it's okay. Now,
Islam is peace.
Salam is peace, but Muslim doesn't mean peace. But check this out.
Whatever. As a practicing Muslim, you have a pure and a generous heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you
PJ
cannot
Mark,
do such you cannot even kill an ant.
Okay.
This I tell you.
Okay. So
a Muslim cannot even kill an ant. The dude said it.
PJ Mark, you are from Africa. Okay, hold on. PJ Mark. Okay. PJ Mark, you are from Africa, and you have no idea that some Muslims went to Mali and they killed people and cut their arms and their legs, right? Now
because
you're asking.
There are many people who have been to Mali. It depends on how you explain things.
It was in the news.
Sopulo don't know the reason. He cannot give you an answer.
It was in the news, right? It was in the news, and we have
the video. He was not listening in the news. Not everybody have time for the news.
Okay.
Not everybody have time for the news.
Maybe you ask me.
Well, let me thank you. Let me thank you all. Let me thank you all, because I understand. You'll be more comfortable because there's a language you are speaking. I want to thank you because you allowed me to speak with you. It was a great conversation. And maybe
of course, we are all human beings. Yeah, we are all human beings.
Yes. But, I'm not going to go to your village and cut her arms and legs, because of my religion. But thank you very much.
What was the reason?
People are here. They want to talk to you.
The reason. Okay. Well, if somebody wants to ask a question, then feel free. Okay. Feel free to have a question before I go.
You want to ask something?
Matt.
Yes.
Matt, please. I want to ask you one question. Like, if you're not a Muslim, you're a kafir.
Buba,
you're not praying, you're a kafir.
Buba, your calls a voice. Yep.
If I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaf.
Okay, so Buba, you're asking me if I'm not a Muslim, am I a kafir? Is that what you're asking me?
Buba?
I say, if you are not a Muslim, you are a kafir.
So it's not a question then, right? It's just a statement. It's not a question, right?
Matt,
yes.
This statement you was asking here. That's why I told you that if you are not a Muslim, you are a kafir.
Yes,
oh, okay,
you was
okay,
asking
okay,
me that
okay,
question
okay. So Buba, kafir, is this something positive or negative?
I say, if you are not a Muslim, you are a kafir. That is in the Quran.
Okay. Now, Buba, if I call you a kafir, is that something positive or negative?
I'm a Muslim. You can call me a kafir.
No,
you can call kafir a kafir.
No. I'm asking you, is it positive or is it negative?
No, Matt, no.
No, what?
If you can face a Muslim, he's praying, you do everything.
Now, Buba, you're running from the question. My question is very simple. Buba, if I call you a kafir, is it something positive or negative?
If you call a Muslim a kafir, it's a negative word.
Okay, fine. So thank you. So Buba just said.
What you can call a kafir, a kafir.
Okay. So Buba just said that someone who is not a Muslim is a kafir. When I asked him if kafir is positive, he said no, it's negative. So somebody that doesn't believe this.
I said for Muslim, it's a negative word.
Yes, for Muslims, yes, but not for Muslims only. You know, some people who are not Muslim, they don't like to be called kafir, but people are free to say and do what they want, right?
But Matt,
no. Hindu people are praying. Hindu people are praying, but they're not praying the same God as you. So what you just established indeed is that hold on, Buba. Just because somebody doesn't believe the same way as you, automatically you describing that person with a negative word, right? So feel free.
Yeah,
that is in the Quran. That is in the Quran. That is in the Quran, Matt.
With all your intelligence, you know that you are far better than a cow. So how could you tell your problems to a cow? A cow can solve your problem.
Never.
Yes, you can say that, right? But that's a belief.
A cow who cannot even do things more than you.
Listen. If somebody doesn't kill, hold on. I was asked a question, Brown. I would like to answer PJ Mark. If somebody doesn't hurt,
PJ Mark. It's not PJ Mark. It's this Brown.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I thought you. Okay, my bad. So, to the person who talked about cow, who was it? Who just talked about cow? Who just spoke about cars, right? Just now, just a few seconds ago.
No, I think it's PJ. That was PJ.
Okay. Thank you. So, if somebody doesn't hurt people, he doesn't go and kill people and cut their arms and their legs. He can believe in a cow and anything else. He's not hurting
Matt,
people.
I want you to answer there.
Hold on. I'm actually answering. A cow.
Do you know that you can do far more better than a cow? What you can do, a cow cannot even do it. And how you can worship a cow to solve your problem?
Listen. PJ Mark, I don't believe in cows. I don't pray to cows. Some Hindus.
So then you know that
hold on. You're cutting me off. Right. You don't even let me say a sentence. You can say it's not right. Fine. But they're not going to your house or your village and cutting arms and legs. But you are defending people who go and cut arms and legs just because they have the same religion as you. Now, if somebody is Kemetic or follow Kemet or Ma'at, and he goes and kill people and cut arms and legs because they don't believe the same as him, I will criticize
what
it.
I'm trying to tell you,
but you will not criticize it.
Cannot even produce their own food to eat.
PJ Mark,
how could you worship that?
PJ Mark, when Muslims go and kill people, you don't criticize it, do you? Do you criticize them?
Of course, I will criticize it because I know that cows, they cannot even make their own food.
You're running from the point. You're running from the point. PJ Mark, those Muslims who went to Mali and killed and cut arms and legs.
If it is necessary,
listen,
that's what.
If it's necessary. So, like I said, you understand this thumbnail for the video. At the top, the dude ready to decapitate people. Some people will tell him, peace, brother. It's necessary self-defense. Right? Because we heard the lady who said they have the right to defend themselves. But at the bottom, when you have some Kemetic people who don't go and invade no country, they don't go and invade no neighborhood, they don't kill people, they don't cut hands and legs, these are very dangerous people. Make that make sense?
We call jihad those times,
Oh,
you know.
okay. So PJ Mark agrees with Muslims that go to a Muslim country like Mali and kill people.
You don't say the reason. You should say the reason.
Okay.
From the reason, then
PJ Mark
we
is
give you a
saying,
genuine answer.
PJ Mark is saying that it is necessary for Muslims to go to a Muslim country. Hold on. Mali is a Muslim country.
Necessary. When it is necessary, what did they do before they received that?
Okay, so PJ Mark is making excuses for Muslims who went to a Muslim country called Mali and they killed people.
I am not here for excuses. I am here for realistic.
That's realistic. That happened just a few years ago, right? In the continent, in Africa. Mali is a Muslim country. Those people living over there, they are already Muslims. Some Muslims went there and killed them, cut their arms, cut their legs.
Don't you know, even a Muslim, even
you don't criticize. They did not steal. They did not steal.
Hear me out.
You see, you are making excuses for killers.
I'm not making excuses.
Yes, you are. Because you do not even criticize. Listen. You do not even criticize killers just because they have the same religion as you. But anyway, thank you all. I appreciate the conversation. It was great. Have a great day. We can talk some other time. All right. Thank you so much. It was lovely. Peace.
Matt, thank you so much, Matt. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Yes, likewise.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Bye-bye.
Brian.
So you heard it. If somebody wants to get on the panel, then feel free. I'm going to share. If somebody wants to hear what was played, I uploaded it, so you don't even have the background music. And it's just amazing to me. Just amazing to me. They're not the only one who think that way, but they do. Yes. She lives in Austria, so obviously she speaks, German. And the one of the other guy was living in Germany. The other one I forgot where, but sometime he said 9, and he says basically no in German, and there's some other word that he was saying. So yeah, they do speak German. So if anybody wants to listen to what you just heard, I uploaded it. It's called Kafir Muslims in Mali. What was the reason? So if somebody wants to get on the panel, feel free. Now, for those who are on TikTok, if you want to join me over there on YouTube, you have the link to get on the panel. So feel free. Okay, Maat Forever on YouTube. You have the address here. I'm going to finish on TikTok. Thank you for watching. I just ended the stream on TikTok, and now let's see if somebody wants to say what's up, and if not, then I can call it a day. But that's amazing. Kemetic people are very dangerous, but those who go and invade and cut arms and cut legs and kill, what if it's necessary? What was the reason? Oh my goodness. Mafro wrote, "What we TikToking?" Danny wrote, "Right. You've been able to TikTok. This is how we rock." Oh yeah, TikTok. This is how we rock. Put our hands in the air. Na, na, na. I don't know the rest of the words, the lyrics. Danny wrote, "Yeah, that was right." So nobody wants to get on the panel? Any comments? Any questions? Whether you agree or disagree, feel free, and then I can call it a day. And you have many Pan-Africans, they don't have no problem with statements like that, Pan-Africans, as you have seen, they have no problem, with rapists, child molesters, scammers, They have no problem with people teaching the Africans that live in the jungle life that black people are mocked and disfigured because we rebelled against God, and that's how we had Kinky here. And now, you know, people who are gonna go and invade a place and kill people, cut their arms, cut their legs. You know what I'm saying? Self-defense. Oh my goodness. What if one day they get up from the wrong foot? From the wrong foot? What if one day they be like, man, you know, I'm tired of these Kemetic people. And you heard me say, if some Kemetic person, there's somebody that follows my art, right, or claims to follow my art, go and invade a place, kill people, cut arms and legs, I will condemn it. I will criticize it. I will not accept that. You know what I'm saying? And you clearly heard that they did not even criticize them. Well, what was the reason? What did they do before that? Now, I'm not saying all Muslims are like that, of course, you know. Of course, I'm not saying that at all. But some are like that. And not just Muslims, Christian, Jews, Hebrew Israelites, Catholics. Some people will defend the actions committed by those who share the same belief system or religion. Some people will do that, just like feminists gone bad, sexist feminists, you know. And even some people who are not feminists, male or female, right? They will not, you know, label themselves a feminist, but some will defend women just because they have a vagina. And a lot of women do that. Even when they're dead wrong, they'll still make excuses. You know, so young men, beware. Ask before you get married, are you a feminist? Ask if a guy is with his wife walking in the street and he turns and look at another woman, or he looks at another woman's butt, is he a dog? Most likely you will hear, yeah, he's a dog. And ask the same question and change and say, if a woman looks at a man, is she a dog? No, she's not a dog. No, excuses, double standard. Donnie wrote Dusty Feminist. Love Mafro wrote you better. Some feminists gone bad, sexist feminists, you know, they feel superior to men. They feel like women are right no matter what. Even when they kill, excuses. And we know the typical, if a man cheats, he's a dog. He's a piece of, you know what? If a woman cheat, she didn't get the attention. She cheated because of her man. It's the man's fault. You know what I'm saying? So beware, you know. People should be judged based on their actions, words, acts, not based on their gender. And men usually don't defend men because they are men, you know. Love Mafro wrote, if you're gonna look, you better not be obvious. Okay, nobody's getting on the panel, so thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to buy the net channel, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue, I state facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do I to do it? Hotel.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving middle nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, Before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's gonna
who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody is interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Nature classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how, involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Nature class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at for my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/Ma'at Forever.